street was a house where my father spent some of his young life. It was Grandpa's house, and it was Depression times. So my grandpa divided the house. He lived in the basement. He had a little apartment. My Aunt Jen lived on the first floor, and we lived on the second floor. Now, Grandpa thought I was just adorable. I remember 4 years old, and he took me by the hand after I was dressed up in a play as either Shirley Temple or Mae West. Now, they're kind of opposite, so I would sing either The Good Ship Lollipop, and I knew all the words, or I did an imitation of Mae West. And he thought it was adorable, so he used to take me by the hand, and he'd say, "Barbara Ann, bring your purse." So he would take me down the alley to this little store, which looked like a country store. It had kerosene lamps and old shoes, and you wouldn't believe that in the middle of Chicago that there was such a store. Well, this is a store where George Gobel, who was on television, you have to be old enough to know, but he was a comic and he was very dry, and so was my grandpa. Now, I would do my skit with all the old guys sitting around the stove, and there was sawdust on the floor, just like you see in the movies. And then I'd have to sit very quietly after I showed him my purse, and I'd get a penny or two, which you actually could buy something for a penny or two back then. So I would look over the things in this, and I sat down and was very quiet and listened to all the old gentlemen tell their stories. So that was the start of my storytelling. Now, I'm the oldest of 5 children, and I evolved this bit about storytelling. My mother would say on a Saturday, you have to do this, 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 and this. So I would start a story, like the Perils of Pauline. Maybe you don't know, but it was like cliffhangers, and I would get them in this mountain falling down, and then I'd say, you go do this and you go do that, and then I'd be thinking how I'm going to get them out of this fix and into the next one. So I would tell the story, and then I would stop, and then I'd say, you do this and you do that and you do this. So that was the beginning of my storytelling. Then I was in the drama thing in the Chicago Public, all the gymnasiums and everything. All the arenas were open to the children. They were free. So I had 2 fans when I sang. And back then my voice was pretty good. Now it's like croaking. but it was nice. And they come up and tell me they just came to hear me. So I thought I was just wonderful. I was very lucky to grow up in a family where you were allowed to do whatever you wanted to do. And my father would ask me questions about what did you see, what did you want, and that was wonderful to be considered. So I was a very fortunate child to have very loving. We didn't have any food much or clothing much, but we had a lot of love. And I think that was the most important thing that you can have, is somebody to really care about you. And that feeds you, that nourishes you, and makes you strong. And I'm a strong lady.